Have you ever judged a place before you've even been there? I have to admit, I did. Before I packed my bags for Burkina Faso, the images in my mind were of endless arid landscapes and hardship. The name itself, for many, conjures up ideas of poverty and struggle. I thought I knew what to expect, but what I found on the ground, well, it completely shattered my preconceptions. The reality of Burkina Faso shocked me, but not in the way you might think. Stick with me, because I'm about to show you a side of this West African nation that you won to see in the headlines. My journey began in Ouagadougou, the capital, and right away, things felt different. The city was a buzzing, vibrant hub of activity. The streets are a kaleidoscope of color, with motorbikes weaving through traffic, women in stunning, brightly patterned fabrics, and markets overflowing with life. This wasn't a city subdued by hardship. This was a city pulsating with energy. It's a place of incredible contrasts, where modern buildings rise alongside traditional markets, and the air is filled with a mix of French, Moray, and dozens of other local languages. It's a symphony of organized chaos, and honestly, it's exhilarating. One of my first stops was the Grand Marché, the central market. And wow! Forget your sterile, air-conditioned supermarkets. This is the real deal. It's a sprawling labyrinth of stalls selling everything imaginable. I saw mountains of fresh mangoes, pyramids of fiery chilies, and baskets of shea nuts, which are processed into the world-famous shea butter. But it's not just about the goods, it's about the people. The vendors, mostly women, are the heart and soul of this place. They are sharp, savvy entrepreneurs. I watched them haggle with skill and a smile, manage their inventory, and build relationships with their customers. This wasn't a picture of dependency. It was a masterclass in small-scale business and economic resilience. Leaving the capital, I traveled towards Bobo Dioulasso, the country's second city. The landscape started to change. Yes, there were dry Sahelian plains, but they soon gave way to greener, more lush areas. I saw farmers tending their fields of cotton, sorghum, and millet. I learned that agriculture is the backbone of the economy here, and despite challenges like climate change, the people have a deep ancestral knowledge of the land. They aren't just passively waiting for rain. They're actively using traditional farming techniques, passed down through generations, to make the earth productive. Their connection to the land is something profound and deeply spiritual. In a small village outside of Bobo, I had one of the most memorable experiences. I was invited to share a meal with a local family. They didn't have much by Western standards, but what they had, they shared with an open-hearted generosity that was truly humbling. We sat together and ate tow, a staple food made from millet flour, with a delicious sauce. As we ate, they shared stories about their community, their traditions, and their dreams for their children. The poverty I had imagined was nowhere to be seen. Instead, I found a wealth that can't be measured in dollars. It's a wealth of community, of family bonds, of shared culture, and incredible hospitality. This is the social fabric that holds society together, and it is immensely strong. And let's talk about the art. Burkina Faso is a powerhouse of African culture. Ouagadougou is home to FESPACO, the largest film festival in Africa. It's a celebration of African cinema that draws filmmakers and enthusiasts from all over the world. The country is also famous for its incredible music scene and its traditional mask festivals. I was lucky enough to witness a rehearsal for a djembe drum performance. The rhythm, the energy, the passion of the performers, it was electric. These aren't just hobbies. This is the cultural heartbeat of the nation. It's a source of immense pride, identity, and even income for many artists who are celebrated internationally for their craft. This is a country that creates, that innovates, that celebrates its identity with a vibrant and infectious joy. One of the biggest surprises for me was the sheer spirit of ingenuity. Everywhere I looked, I saw people making things happen. I met artisans in the craft markets of Ouagadougou who were taking recycled materials, old tires, tin cans, plastic bags, and transforming them into beautiful, functional art. This isn't just about recycling, it's about seeing potential where others see waste. It's a mindset of innovation born from necessity. I saw mechanics who could fix any engine with a seemingly limited set of tools, and tailors who could create a stunning, custom-fit outfit in just a few hours. This spirit of Système D, as they call it in French, the art of getting by and making things work, is a testament to the creativity and resourcefulness of the Burkinabè people. Now, am I saying that Burkina Faso doesn't have problems? Of course not. That would be naive and disrespectful to the real struggles people face. The country deals with significant economic challenges, political instability, and security concerns, especially in certain regions. Access to quality health care and education can be limited. These are real issues. But the narrative we are so often fed is that this is the only story. A story of lack, of helplessness, of despair. And that's what my trip proved so wrong. The story I found was one of resilience, of dignity, and of a wealth that isn't materialistic. It's the wealth of a culture that values community over individualism. It's the wealth of a people who face immense challenges with grace, ingenuity, and an unbreakable spirit. My perception was so focused on what I thought they lacked that I was blind to the abundance they possessed. So, what's the real Burkina Faso? It's complicated. It's a country of challenges, yes, but it is also a country of incredible beauty, vibrant culture, and inspiring people. It's a place that teaches you that rich and poor are incredibly limited words. I went there expecting to feel pity, but I left feeling admiration. I left with a profound sense of respect. My biggest takeaway is this: we need to be more curious and less certain about the world. We need to look beyond the headlines and listen to the stories people tell about themselves. I hope this has opened your eyes a little, just as my eyes were opened. If you've ever been to Burkina Faso or a place that challenged your preconceptions, I would love to hear about your experience in the comments below. Let's have a conversation. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey today. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more stories that go beyond the surface, please consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel. It really helps us continue to bring these stories to you. Until next time, travel with an open mind.